Welcome back to Season 2 of Kickin' in the Neighborhood. We're going to call it Still Kickin'. Excited to be back. Hope everybody had a great summer. Kids are back in school. We had a great trip to Italy. A lot of good stuff happened this summer. We'll be sharing that in future episodes. But today we want to get right back to drills of the week. We've had a lot of requests, so we want to get back in with a couple of our absolute favorites right here. Today we're going with Maryland shooting. We stole it from the University of Maryland. That's why it's named that. Coach Freeze was doing it with their team when we were up there playing in the NCAA tournament. We saw them doing it, so we kind of borrowed their idea and made it our own. I really like this drill. Fran Fraschilla said this in one of his talks one time. He may not have been the person that coined it, but he's the person that made it stick with me. Practice chaos creates game calmness. I walk into a lot of gyms across the country, and coaches want their gyms to be a certain way. I like ours to be a little bit chaotic. When you come in ours, I want balls flying everywhere. I want people moving. I don't really want a lot of long lines. I like a little bit of chaos in practice so that when it comes game time and chaos is happening, we've worked at it. Secondly, it goes right in tune with our functionally fast mentality. It's quick. There's a lot of moving parts. You'll see we start with long lines. I talked about not liking long lines. But you see 5 people in each one of our lines this year. We've got 15 people on our team. So you'll see a little bit longer line. But when we get going, there is no line even happening. So functionally fast, creates a little chaos. Also fits with our combination. We don't like to do just passing drills. We don't like to do just rebounding drills. This is a combo drill. We pass, we catch, we cut, we follow our shots, and we get a lot of shots in a very short amount of time. The last thing I like about it, and if you're in the gym, you'll hear probably Coach Todd yelling this as much as I do, but you'll hear me yelling this an awful lot. Fix it. There's a lot of times in this drill where things break down, just like you'd happen in your games. But you don't want your kids to stop. You don't want your kids to be paralyzed. You want them to be able to play through it. So this drill creates a fix-it mentality. And like I said, when we get going here, you're going to get a chance to see it. It's a 6-round drill. That's why you see 6 scores here. And we also have standards, what it's going to take to get to the NCAA tournament, what our Sweet 16 teams of the past have achieved in this drill, and what our Final Four team was able to achieve in this drill. So the basic alignment, we're into our shooting spots. You can move these spots around to illustrate your offense or create the shots where you're coming from the most. These are the areas where we get most of our shots from. One thing we look for is we always want 12 to 15 feet in our passes. We don't want this to turn into a handoff drill. We start with an open spot here and an open spot here. So we're one pass away in all of our shooting spots. The lines that has no ball is going to get the first shot here. Okay? And that's just a catch and shoot spot. The second passing line will make this pass and then make a cut to receive the pass from this line. So we have 2 shooting lines, 2 passing lines, and this is an only passing line. You'll see where the chaos comes. It looks pretty simple right now, but the chaos comes because we don't tell them where to rotate. We want them to have to talk about this, figure it out, and get into the right spot so that we constantly have people ready to catch and shoot. We start the time on the first shot. Sid makes the first pass, and you'll see her make a cut to the top. We are scoring total makes, total made shots, and they're all worth 1. So you see now, we've got pass, cut. We've got shot, get your own rebound, rotate to the lines. Remember, we started with long lines. We had 5 people in these lines. But look now, the lines, there's nobody there. You've got to really hustle to get to those spots. If you've got fewer than 15 kids, we've done this with as few as 12. There is no standing still. We're 40 seconds in. We've got a coach under counting total makes. If a ball happens to hit and rattle around, we use our coach's discretion to decide whether we count that. We're coming up on our last 15 seconds. We're calling out total scores. We're looking for something near 50. If you want to be an NCAA tournament team, you're going to be in the 30s. A Sweet 16 team, you're going to be in the 40s. And our Final Four team that year, we could consistently get 50 per spot. So time stops. We get a count from the coach, 31 in round 1. Okay? We're going to change the areas that we pass and shoot from. So still, we have an open passing lane and an open gap here. Dribble drive, you're always looking for open gaps. We've got open gaps. Same rotations, score of 31, 1 minute back up on the clock, and here we go. Always starting our time on the first shot. You got to have a good timekeeper. Pass and cut. Tendencies of your teams. They'll show you some things that'll start to happen. Your kids will stop cutting, and they'll start just receiving their pass here, which breaks down your timing. Make sure they're passing and cutting. They really have to sprint to get their own rebounds. They will develop a rotation pattern. They'll start to figure it out, but they have to do it. We as coaches give way too many rules. We don't give our kids a chance to just play. Let them figure this out. So getting down to that last couple of seconds, you'll always see them try to fire as many shots close to zero as they can. You want to catch, pass, and shoot. All right, second spot I believe was 30. So we're at 61 after 2 spots. Now, we put this drill, not like most coaches, I'm not editing this. I want to show you a day when it went bad. So in our third spot, which is always the hardest because now they're 2 minutes in, they're tired, they've probably said some words to each other that somebody didn't like. Watch what happens in our third spot. Look at some of our body language. We've got some bad body language going on here. Watch what happens in our third spot. Okay, we're passing, we're cutting. We're going just like we have. The rotation's going. We've got a few long rebounds. Maybe somebody got somebody's ball. I don't know exactly what happens, but notice here, this spot is getting empty. Nobody's in it. Nobody's there. Watch what happens to us. We literally stop. We literally, with time running, we've got too many people in this line, not enough people in this line, and we got a lot of finger pointing going. And rather than fix it, or rather than fight through it, we stopped. I'm glad this doesn't have audio because Coach lost it, okay? Coach absolutely loses it here. You're frustrated, we're letting it go. I'm not gonna let it go any further, okay? We have literally stopped. I'm gonna let them finish the drill. Almost. I don't even let them get to the finish. At 19-4. Seen enough. Again, thanks to our technology, the board we're working on right now is over here in the corner of practice, so I'm able to make the point. When things got tough, when things got hard, what'd you do? You quit. You didn't fight through it. You didn't try to fix it. Nobody stepped up and went to the line and said, got it, so what do? Rather than wait till tomorrow in the film room, we go and you fix it right then. No time is elapsed off the clock. Now, you don't have to have a smart board in your program to do this. You can do it with a video camera. You can do it with your phones these days. Take them and show them right now, okay? And again, the beauty of us having this, we are able to demonstrate it and let them see what it looks like right then. Notice the team right here gather. I see a senior, Bailey Zimmerman, right here. We have a policy in our practices that each practice they're allowed 3 timeouts. They can call a timeout anytime they want in practice. Bailey takes a timeout, okay? Gets them together. That's a pretty good huddle for 15 people. We go back out, we get to our spots, and we get the drill going back again, okay? We didn't shoot it particularly great on the last set. I think we got 25, okay? We got 25 there. Now, one thing again as coaches, we all have a tendency to shoot on one end of our floor. You don't ever use the other end. That's why this drill has 6 sessions. You do it exactly on one end, you take a halftime, and you go shoot it on the opposite end, okay? So with 6 spots, if you're trying to be an NCAA tournament team, our teams of the past, when we do this, we average around 30, between 30 and 35. So you're looking at a total score of 180 in the 6 spots, 30 per spot. If you want to go deep in the tournament, win a couple, get to that second weekend, you need to be averaging 40. You need to get to 240 if you can. Our team that went to the Final Four that was full of great shooters routinely got 300 plus, and I think our high all-time was 379. I'll have to go back and check with that team. But getting into the 50s, sometimes into the 60s. To do that, you have to make shots, and you have to get a lot of shots. You can't do this if you're not passing quick, rebounding quick, and moving to the right spots. A chaotic drill. Not a drill that people who love a everybody go to this spot, everybody go from A to B to C and organized. That's not this drill. If you're that type of coach, you're probably not going to like this drill. This drill has chaos, but it will create calmness when it comes game time. I would certainly put Maryland shooting in one of our top 5 combo drills.